Okay, I have configured the live stream for Facebook. I have to share it. For sure, plenty of people will also look on Facebook. They found it more easily. Okay, if you want, we can start. And if
Okay.
other people will join, they'll be able to join also the Zoom meeting. I saw that there are also people starting to watch on Facebook on the live stream. So as you wish, it's up to you, John.
All right.
The floor is
So
yours, I
we
would say
will
this way.
thank you, Mihai. Welcome everybody to Apocalyptic 2020. The battle, will we win the battle between good and evil? And how do we win that battle? I believe that it starts within us first. Uh, we need to really find our way. Where's God? The churches here in the United States are closed. We have a worldwide pandemic, been about 190 days of many businesses being closed, people having to do social distancing, we're wearing masks everywhere we go. We really believe that there's this unseen disease that is here to kill us, and here is everywhere. But is this really true? Can we find our way in this time? How do we look at life in a way that people mean everything, and that what the propaganda says on TV becomes less important because we're having our lives stolen from us right now? We need to find our truth in all of the fear that's being propagated around us. How are you dealing with this? Is, is anyone available right now to talk about what's going on inside them? I have written something, and I'd like to share it with you. We will soon experience the cataclysmic intervention of God for the salvation of mankind. We are surely living in the most trying, challenging times. This worldwide pandemic with quarantines, lockdowns, food shortages, businesses and school closings all over the world, the USA, as of February 2020, Face masks are mandatory, along with 6 feet social distancing. Many of our major cities are experiencing rioting, looting, vandalism, and complete mayhem. It's broken out, historic statues are toppling, surveillance is everywhere, and daily more and more conservative platforms are vanishing. Socialism is attempting to overthrow our government and its people. We are discovering that a great many deceivers and inversionists are running government, big tech, mainstream media, Hollywood, and the music industry. The morality is likened to a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, i.e. Jeffrey Epstein, his flight log of attendees to the Lolita Express, and the visitings to his other various pedophile islands. What has been happening to our children by these people is the vilest of crimes against humanity. Only those who have forsaken God could do such evil. The great battle between darkness and light is in full play. Have you chosen your position? We are living in the time of revelation. People all over this planet are awakening at this time of discovery and disclosure and uncovering the reveal that has led us to this moment in time. Join me in this conversation to strengthen and empower ourselves as individuals while we have been infiltrated by the darkness that comes like a thief in the night to steal what we hold most sacred. How do you recognize and cope with and deal with the revelation and to discover the ultimate divine purpose of your soul? Can we begin our dialogue now? Mahai?
First of all, if you allow me, John, I will ask a person that have joined, if they want to intervene, they have to connect also with audio, or
Okay.
they can use the chat. In order to speak, please unmute yourself, talk, and after, to avoid background noises or other kind of situation, please put back on mute. Coming back to what you've said earlier, Joan, and thanks for the opportunity. I would think the times are very tough, and each of us are influenced by the social context where we live and the way we feel the pressure and the way we feel the social pressure on ourselves as of now, with all this situation with COVID, and not just with, but indeed the COVID context changed the paradigm a lot and make us to think further if it is just about ourselves or if it is about people around us and how we can be better, not for us, through others and for others. At least this is the way I see things, the way I'm thinking daily more and more on the way to do it best is to do it through others, not through just yourself.
Yes, I think the biggest problem right now with the way that everything is constructed is that we are being forced to be alone more than we ever have been before in our lives. And during this time of being alone, a lot of us haven't had the time to reflect because we don't have the company and the stimulation of each other and each other's feelings and emotions about what's going on. So talking and sharing and feeling is the most important thing we can do to connect and also to go even deeper, to go into our relationship with God. The one thing that really is being taken from us is not being able to go to churches. People are allowed to riot and they are not getting arrested for that. But you go to church or you go to your place of worship, whatever religion you believe in, you're not allowed to do it. And people are losing family members and not allowed to attend funerals. And part of the healing of the soul is connecting with others during funeral time to console one another and to share and reflect and remember. So many of the traditions, everything that we know that keeps us feeling safe and feeling loved and cared about is being taken from us. And this is supposed to be our new normal. And this is not normal. It will never be normal. We need to really find within ourselves, our soul, a way to keep our connection and make it even stronger to our Creator, because this is a time of miraculous opportunities for us, even though it's frightening times. And we're probably a lot more concerned about everything we do compared to being able to take life for granted and just have a great time and do everything you're accustomed to doing. But I believe that many people have found a way to really make a difference through the internet, through communication. I know that this morning I was on my newsfeed and I saw that in Hollywood, a lot of young people were demonstrating in the street. They were having a peaceful demonstration, fighting for the rights, the lives of our children. In Hollywood, right where the belly of the beast is. And they were so brave and so loving. It was such a peaceful, kind, sincere plea to save the children from trafficking, from the hard things that we know that is happening, that has been revealed. And so, can we continue a new journey by being connected to one another through our communication systems, uniting with one another to save lives, because we're strong enough and conscious enough to look at what has really been going on. While we've been lulled and seduced by the music industry and uh, Hollywood, the movies and films, and these were our icons, these were our heroes, these were the people that we were emulating. In America, they were our royalty. We made them bigger than life. We empowered them, and they took advantage of us. And we did this with our politicians. We did this with our religious leaders when we knew that they were not doing the right thing. And because we were so seduced, and because we were comfortable, and we were busy, always so busy, we lost our perspective because we were, without knowing it, we were being mind controlled. And with now, with the Enlightenment, there has been amazing things happening planetarily that have helped to bring about a great awakening. And that's what's happening to all of us. Wake up, sleeping beauties. This is your moment. You each have a unique destiny to fulfill. Each one of you has something completely divine and precious and is part of the solution for this cataclysmic experience of continuous awakening. It's because we had a galactic alignment, starting with the Hale-Bopp, started ushering it in to the end time prophecies of December 21st, 2012. We had a precession of the equinox. And through that, the sun is closest to our, this is the closest the sun gets to our planet. I think it happens every 28,000 years. And because of that, scalar waves from the sun come to us, bathe us, and start to change our DNA from carbon-based to crystalline-based. And as you know, all over the world, we've had chemtrails and all kinds of poisonings of the sky to prohibit these scalar waves from reaching us. Because what they do is they boot up our DNA. We're 12-strand DNA beings operating from 2 strands, the double helix. And the other 10 strands are dormant, we're told. And scientists have said that those strands of DNA are junk. But we know God doesn't make any junk. This is what is being activated right now. We've been genetically altered somewhere down the line, but we have not been able to function as the completely divine beings that you are. And it's just waiting to be awakened. And this is our time, my dear brothers and sisters and children. This is our moment. This is the coming of the Christ within us. That magnificent story that died for us so that we would be forgiven, that suffered in a way that is unbearable to behold or to remember or think of. This is time to find that aspect of yourself, the one that came to save the world. This is our time to find our Christliness within our hearts. And instead of running and hiding in our homes and being silenced by political correctness and all of the different ways that we're embarrassed and humiliated by bringing up even God's name, because other people are afraid of it. Because it's the one thing that is our salvation. The darkness is not here to save us. The darkness is here to threaten our very existence. I've worked in rehabilitation for years, in drug addiction and rehabilitation. I cannot tell you how many precious souls have taken their lives because the drugs are weaponized. Our food has been poisoned. There's everything against us, and yet we live, and yet we overcome, and yet we can still thrive. No matter what has been thrown at us, there has been something that mystery, miraculous being that finds a way to keep us alive. But if we don't have that love and that connection, what can we do? We fall prey to fear. We get sick. We feel alone. The world, the magnitude of the pressure and all of the challenges becomes too much. When we are at the edge of the precipice, when we have been driven beyond our limits, when we feel that all is lost and that this is the end, that is our moment to connect. We either jump because we feel there is no salvation, because we feel there's no other way, and that this world is so hard to live in that we're out, we're done, we're finished, or we find God. And when you go to God, and you don't jump, when you ask, when you surrender, when you give up yourself up, when you say, this is too much for me, there's nothing more I know, I am completely lost, show me the way. When you give yourself over, when you surrender and allow yourself to go to faith, and know that no matter what happens, you are in God's hands. Over and over and over. In my 65 years of life, I have been at that edge, at that precipice, wondering what's going to happen. I've had breast cancer, uterine cancer, brain tumor, leukemia, challenges that at least one of them would have taken me. And yet, I'm still here because I know how to win. My faith. Somehow, this is what is that grace of surrendering and knowing that what you're facing is bigger and tougher than anything you've ever faced. And that we don't have the answers. And that something unknown and creator within you that makes the decision to give us more time, more opportunity, to fulfill our mission. And maybe all of this happened to me so that I could be here in this moment to talk to you, to help you if you have lost your faith, to find it, to know that you have something incredibly special to do. Just think of what all you've gone through to stay here, to be here. It's not easy. This is a kind of duality, the forces of power. And yet, when we choose love, when we choose God, everything in that moment can change. Where are you? What do you want from your life? What is it in awakening? Because you play a very special part in all of this. You've been here lifetime after lifetime, and the things right now that are driving you and giving you the most pain and causing you the most suffering, the relationships that you have that are the most challenging, are there for you to go through this battle, to find out how you are not doing and giving what you need to. It's about realizing that we've been stuck, that we need this challenge. We need this great awakening. We need to face the reality. We need to be waking up to a world that seems like it's gone mad. We needed this so that we could restart, to press the reset button, that we can come into a dimension where everything matters, where everyone counts, where what matters the most is how we move forward together in unity with the new consciousness that we have of what is really going on in this world around us. We need to come together, not to be fighting on the streets about anything, but to be touching one another and saying, brother, sister, stop. We need each other. Let's hear each other. Let's not censor each other. Let's not stop each other. But let's cry together. Let's share together. Let's talk about everything and work it out together. Because if we follow the rules and the regulations that are being set up for us, we won't have a chance. I won't know you, you won't know me. We won't awaken and create what we're destined and what we came here to do. We need this. We need this shakeup. We need to have our anger. We need to be out of our minds. If I think about what has happened to the children in this world, and that we've allowed the people to do the things that they've done, it kills me. It has to stop. And we have to stop letting politicians allow people's lives, homes, and businesses to be destroyed. We need them to fight for us. We need, as communities, to back each other up. We need as families to stop fighting because of the tension and the fear and the problems and the fight. We need to just find a way to make it better every day, in every moment, whether it's with our brother, our sister, our children, or whether it's someone that you meet at the grocery store, the bank teller. Every moment we have an opportunity to connect with souls and share that love and kindness. I always think every day of my life, in every situation and challenge, what would Jesus do? What would he say? How present would he be in every moment to what's going on? It's not the fighting and the going back and forth. It's knowing what I learned from God, Jesus. It's not about all the work. It's about the actions. It's about the emotions. Find your voice. Don't be afraid. Give all that you can give and keep giving more. It comes back to you. It's an amazing gift of grace. When you love, when you care, when you have faith, when you live to make a difference, to be the change, then your dimension and your matrix of life becomes more beautiful, more valuable, and more precious, not just to you, but to everyone who your life touches. It's an energy, powerful, and it activates our DNA. It makes us more and more magnificent beings. There's nothing that we can't do if we put our minds to it. When we think of what God empowers us with, what we have, as there's 90, 100-pound women who were able, if their child is under the car, to lift the car and pull their child out. How is this even possible? It's grace. It's grace. There are things that we can do that we can't imagine that we do for love. If you are struggling and suffering and battling within right now, stop it. Find people to love. Pick up the phone if you're alone. Write, get on the internet and share. Listen to people who are out in the field and they're doing everything possible. See how you can support them. Give them money. Tell them that you think they're wonderful. Give them strength from your heart. Inspire. This is what's apocalyptic. Knowing that there's a resurrection within you. That these hard times were predicted, and we knew it was coming, and we've been distracted, continuously distracted by everything possible that's been created in our matrix to keep us too busy to realize what's really important. What's really important is you and me. What's really important is who we are in our heart, in our soul, Stop thinking so much. Start being love. That fixes everything. There's a problem that we have that if we apply love to it and we calm down and we put our faith and put that problem in God's hands, let God take it, and miraculous things will happen over and over in my life. When I got myself into issues, trouble, and I didn't know what to do, and there was nobody that really could advise me, I surrendered, putting my hands and knees on the floor, and I prayed to God, take this from me, it's bigger than I am. I can't do this alone. I don't have the answers, show me the way. And I've never been like that. Otherwise, I couldn't be with you in this moment to share with you that that's an answer. That's a winner. I would love, Mihai,
Yes, still
is
sorry.
there, is there a way to connect with anyone to have some dialogue?
Yeah, sure, but it's up to up to them, I would say this way. And
Okay.
sure, I'm inviting everybody that are connected to the Zoom to step in for an open dialogue
I
on
would
this.
love to hear what you feel, what you're going through. Is there a
Hi,
way that we can support you all together?
hey
We
guys,
can, hello.
how are you
Hi,
doing?
Simon.
Before I start, I wanted to say you're such a nice woman, Joan. And as I got from what you said, you are quite into God, and quite frankly, me too. I'm a Muslim, so different religions, but that's what I wanted to actually talk about. You see, there is
Yes.
quite a lot of, well, battles between Muslims, Christians. I think it is quite bad. Well, we all believe in God. I think we shouldn't do
Yes.
such quarrels, and that's what I hate. Like, uh, Christians think we're terrorists, mostly. I'm not, saying all of them, but mostly, and they hate us. And I I actually hate this. Like, why should we be judged from our religion? We believe in mostly the same things, and we do believe in God, and that's what matters. I don't think that the religion itself matters. I think that
Nice.
God matters. And
Thank you. Yes, you're right on. You are right
yeah,
on.
I just wanted to know your opinion on this subject, as uh, I quite frankly want to know what a Christian thinks of what I say.
Yes. Well, uh, thank you for sharing. Do you say, is it Cheyenne? Is that how
Yeah,
you, how do I say your first name?
Jayan.
Cheyenne. Beautiful. Um, I think that's the battle right there. You called it. Here we are fighting about the same God, you know, and it's a setup, and it's heartbreaking that we're buying into it. How you see God, how I see God, they're a little different because we come from different cultures and different parts of the world, and it developed that way, you know, and that doesn't mean that it isn't the same creator. And we have to stop judging each other and worrying about what other people believe and thinking that our beliefs are more important than anyone else. We're all human beings. We're all the children of our creator. And we
Yeah,
never stop propagating. It's
exactly.
about,
I think. Yeah, go on, go on. I'm sorry.
no. And, and I think that you know, this matrix that we've been in, this dimension, has been created to keep us at war and at odds with one another because the propaganda machine, you know, the mainstream media. I don't know how it is in Romania, but we've had this propaganda machine just every hour, on the hour, just repeating whatever the overlords send as the script for the day, you know, and on every channel, it's the same message. And so people are being hijacked. Their consciousness is being bombarded with thoughts that are from outside of them. This is a great time to go inside, to turn that off. I don't listen to any mainstream media. I only listen to what patriot citizen journalists from all over the world bring and present, because it's been truthful, it's been sincere, it's been caring, it's been helpful. A lot of these people have been incredibly brave, and been able to get information out to us now to help us in the with the awakening. And many of them have lost their lives for doing that, but it is what we're here to do. We're here to help one another. And I do believe that anyone who's dedicated to getting out truth and sharing truth says, if my life is taken for this, it's all worthy, the most worthy cause of all, to help my brothers and sisters to learn true love and compassion and understanding for one another. So the stories, the truths that are coming out are what actually makes that possible. So we need these brave souls, all of them. And this is when we talk about divinity, when we talk about life purpose, this is the greatest purpose. Just making money, having a career. I mean, I just don't see, I've had, you know, wonderful careers, but nothing can ever take the place of loving and making this world a better place. And if we all get on the same program, and I know you are one of the indigo children, all the kids, and many of the adults at Camp Atlantykron, I've had the great opportunity and pleasure to sit with and counsel and hear the brilliant, wonderful gifts that you all have to share. It's quite amazing. You need the forums, the talk, you need to come together, you need to have the camp to find a way to connect and to fulfill your destiny. Part of it. Journeying together makes it all possible.
Joan, your words are just beautiful. I agree with every single word you say. But another subject, I want to ask you, where are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania in the United States of America.
So I'm from Iran or Iran or whatever you call it. So how do they show us in the media? They show us as this great evil, all terrorists. I mean, I'm just a child, and even when I go outside my own country, they call me a terrorist. They call me everything. I mean, look at me. I'm a child living in a normal home. I have computers, I have a TV, I have everything. I basically live like you. I have, and you know, I know English. Perhaps everybody in Iran can speak English, and they just have no reason because of my religion and because of the government, which I don't have control on. I mean, why should I be punished for the higher ups?
Thank you. Thank you.
I just
absolutely. Listen, world, this is the truth. Why should any of us be punished for loving God in the religion that we're in? We're being demonized. Catholics, I'm Catholic. Catholics are being demonized in this country now
Yeah,
and
exactly.
around the world too. So I hear you, dear one. And this has to stop. You know, this has,
My
and the only, I've lost your picture and I want to see you somehow. Mihai, I need to see Sharon.
I participated in this little conference, and I like participated in a lot of conferences till now, a lot of online ones and offline ones. I went to China for it, just to show one thing, that Iranians are no different. Muslims are no different. I made friends from all over the world, and now I just want to prove this fact to you as well. And I want to give you this impression of the typical Iranian person. I'm one, and I just want to give the impression of one to you. And I just want to make friends with people from all around the world. And even if you want, you can come to Iran. I'll guide you. I'll take you everywhere. I'll show you the mosques, and also we have churches as well. And we can have lots of fun. We can be friends. Why not?
Why not?
Exactly.
Yes, yes, and it's what I want to do. It's why I came to Romania to do that also for Camp Atlantykron, to meet the
Exactly.
children, to find out how I can help and how I can love you more, to empower you and give you a platform to share and to be you on. Absolutely. Thank you for that most gracious invitation. I'm
Thank
very
you.
touched.
Thank you.
I'm very touched by you and very grateful for this moment. Absolutely.
And I'm quite honored to meet such a nice woman. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. When I'm a child, most people don't care about what I say, but you do, so thank you.
Oh my goodness, your voices. It is time for the children to speak.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
your time. You are here for this. Find
Thank you.
whatever opportunity, make it, create it, that you speak, that you share your love, that you emanate the power within you to connect and heal the world. It's obviously your destiny because you do it so well.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. Really. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for answering me, and thank you for your beautiful words. I'm flattered and I'm honored quite a lot. And if you want to, you can give me your phone number. Maybe we can talk. We can be friends. I mean, why
Yes.
not? You can
Yes.
actually come here. I actually invite you to come here. I want people to come here. Like after the virus, I'll invite, even I have some Australian friends I do want to invite, and I just want to show them what Iran is, what Muslims are. Like, yeah, there are supremacist Muslims. I mean, there are supremacist Christians that will do wrong stuff, and we shouldn't be them. We shouldn't be demonized because of them.
Right.
So yeah,
Right. You should not be. It's time for that to end. And excuse me.
I just want to show
It,
Westerners
it,
such
it,
as
it,
yourself
it,
that
it is that you have the courage to speak, that you are giving of yourself right now. You are helping others that have been frozen and paralyzed because of what they've experienced, the prejudice. That's what's coming out. And a lot of the prejudice is made up. It's just been created to separate us. And what we have to do is just keep coming together. And yes, I will come. And wherever I'm invited, that's where I belong. So use your voice, stay brave, stay conscious in all of this, because it's very easy to be silent, because people make fun and they have very demeaning ways. It's a very narcissistic energy that's taken over, and only love can heal the wounds that narcissism perpetrates us with, the coldness, the rigidness, the rules, the regulations, punishment. This is all destroying who and what we are. And we can't let it. We have to stay strong. We have to keep reaching out to one another and keep the good fight, And thank you for being honest with me. I feel a connection completely. So thank you. And God bless
Thanks,
you.
Melissa. Oh, sorry, my phone fell. Can you see me?
I can't, somehow, I lost the ability to see you. I'm hoping Mihai can connect me again.
So, my last words, because I talked a lot, sorry.
It's
Thank
good.
you
Keep
for
talking.
listening. Excuse me for asking this, but how old are you? Because you're so wise and experienced. That's just lovely.
I'm 65 and I'm a grandmother.
Hey,
I finally lived
hardworking.
to have the opportunity to have little
You look more
grandchildren.
than 20 years younger than 65. Trust me. And you're very wise. And uh, thank you for your wise words. Thank you for the knowledge that you have passed on to me. Thank you. And
And you knocked me off my feet. I must say, thank you for being you. Thank you.
thank you for being you as well. Goodbye. I'm going to keep on listening.
Okay. Mahai, is there anyone else that would like to join in?
I don't know, we can ask again if there is anybody else that could want to join the discussion and the open topic discussion.
We only have a few more minutes. That was.
I think you're breaking, Joan, sorry. The sound is breaking a bit.
Okay. Is there anything I can do on my end?
I don't know, seems better now.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're going to be running out of time in a few moments. Just in closing, I want to invite you to the continuation of our journey together on Wednesday. And I'd like to thank you for being here and for being you. And I can't wait to connect and see what all you have to share in our next conference. God bless you all.
Thank you, John. God bless you too.
Thank you, Mahai. It's
Okay.
been wonderful.
We will meet again, I think on Wednesday, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Great. Then for anybody that would like to join again with John, we will meet her on Wednesday.
I'll be
there you are.
15,000 UTC, yeah.
I'll make sure to be here, Joan. Trust me.
Okay.
Wonderful. I'm so happy we got
Great.
reconnected here at the
Yeah,
end.
I'm happy as well. I'm flattered and I'm honored. Thank you. And thank you, Mihai. Thank you quite a lot.
You're welcome. Okay, then. And I have to thank you all for this, for being with us tonight. I mean, today, depending on the part of the world where you are. It's night, evening, early evening, middle of the day. I don't know exactly. So see you on the next sessions tomorrow and together with Joan on Wednesday.
See you then.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too. God bless
Bye.
everyone.
Goodbye,
Take
everyone.
care.